Okay, hello everyone. We're back in the garden this morning, and Christy and I are here for our
Weekly talk.
weekly garden talk.
Coffee talk, but we don't have coffee. So we just wanted to go over a couple things that we got kind of going on here. The first one is we are preparing our garden for our winter garden,
Yes,
right?
which everyone should be doing right now. It's time to get rid of spring and bring in fall.
And a lot of people have different ideas about what do they rip the whole plant out. When we went to Soilborn Farms, they usually cut at the very bottom, leaving the roots into the ground to not disrupt the soil,
Yes,
right?
which is a great concept, but we were saying for us,
Yeah.
it makes it difficult to
Replant.
replant. So we actually rip everything out.
As you can see behind, we're starting to. We're letting our cucumbers just hang out over there for a little bit longer.
If you follow our other videos, maybe you should watch each one of them in succession, and you can see the transition behind us of no tomatoes, ripping
Yes.
out. And we're preparing for our seedlings, which are going to be our lettuces, broccolis,
The brassica family. Am I pronouncing that
brassicas,
correctly?
yeah, cauliflowers.
Yep. All of the above. So our students this year are actually going to be growing our seedlings. They're planting them from start to finish. So we're hoping when we're done, in hopefully 6 weeks, we'll have a ton of seedlings that we can plant.
We actually have a greenhouse now, which is a huge addition to our garden, and it's the reason that we do get to do these seedlings. We'd like to thank the Smith family for donating the greenhouse so that we are able to do this, because if you see one of our other videos as well, the students are learning about planting the seedlings. They're putting those in the greenhouse, and that's going to be, moving forward, a huge part of our garden.
Yeah, it'll help us save money. We don't have to buy seedlings. We have seeds. And then also it keeps the critters away.
Yes.
That's why we really need the greenhouse, because we didn't have any space where we could actually store all those seedlings while they're growing.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing, Christy really started the all school plant for when we transition our spring and fall harvest. So we rip everything out, but why don't you explain
So we kind of
this
started
is her baby. So.
Yeah, so we kind of started, we had each class planting monthly, but that just kind of seemed a little chaotic, and we don't have one plant per student. And sometimes some kids don't want to plant. Which is totally fine. Yeah. So we decided to do an all-school plant. So it's like after school on a Wednesday, people bring their parents, grandparents, and they come, bring their gloves. Shelly and I kind of map out everything of where it's going to go, and kids come and they plant. And it's pretty cool, and they walk by when they get picked up, and they're, I planted that, So
they usually have a name for their plant, and they think they planted that
very
one.
Cool.
Christy and I are not believers in grade level bed gardening.
Yes.
At a lot of schools we go to, we see grade 1 has a garden bed, grade 2 has a garden bed, grade 3. And for us personally, that's not a realistic way to do it, because
it's not sustainable.
Yeah, it doesn't work out sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes you may have a grade level that doesn't participate in the garden, and then you have an empty bed. So for us personally here at this school, we segregate the beds into types of plants. So we have here, we had tomato beds, pepper beds, and we'll do the same for fall, where we'll have lettuces, broccolis, and so they're in their own areas.
And that just works better for us. This is year 4 for us, and we've been able to be pretty successful, so we feel like our systems work.
Yeah, for us it works.
Yeah.
If yours works, stay doing it. Stay the course. But for us, this is our tip to you.
Okay. And then we are also doing, in a week, we're doing a microgreens class.
Oh, yes.
Which I'll let Shelly kind of fill you in
Yeah,
on that.
that's fun.
That's going to be super cool.
Christy brought that up too, in terms of microgreens are so fun, and they are such an instant gratification for students. A lot of times, gardening we always talk about, you need a lot of patience for gardening. Kids don't always have a lot of patience to see something through for like a carrot. A lot of time goes to growing a carrot.
Yes.
But microgreens are fast. And so we're doing an after-school project for one of our after-school gardens that we have little microgreen trays, and Green Acres provided the seeds for the microgreens, and the kids get to come and plant their own microgreen trays.
Yeah. So each student will leave with their own little tray of microgreens, and maybe we'll do some sort of send a picture in of your microgreens. We can see who's growing,
And it's important to us to teach the students not only how to grow them, but the fundamentals and the benefits
the health
of
benefits.
Microgreens.
Microgreens have tremendous health benefits, especially the broccoli ones.
Yeah.
And some parents probably have never even had microgreens. Both of us eat microgreens. I put them on my avocado toast. I put them on top of sandwich on top of pasta. So this is, exposing them to things they may never have opportunity to try.
And it's fun, and like I said, it's instant gratification.
Yeah, and a lot of restaurants now, Betty in Sacramento now also does their microgreens. They grow them right in the back because it's such instant gratification.
Yes.
They grow them and cut them, and
I just went to a restaurant, Bear, in Napa, that had a hole at their service counter, had almost like a bookshelves, all of microgreens,
love that.
nasturtium, broccoli, all the different kinds of edible microgreens. So it is a coming trend. Maybe we're on the cusp of a
That's
trend.
right, we are. Yes,
So,
always.
We're the cutting edge here in the school garden.
Anyway,
But
that's
anything
what's
else that's going on? But-
No, we just have some trimming to do. We ripped out all of our zinnias, all of our flowers we ripped out, and we are going to do a lettuce bed in those. We want to plant a bunch of different lettuces in those so that maybe we could do like salads on Fridays. The kids can come and get a bag of lettuce for, the weekend or whatever.
Well, it's going to be kind of our own cover crop until we plant our
Yes.
zinnias again at the beginning of next year, kind of probably February timeframe. Stay tuned because we picked out some really amazing
We're going to have an
zinnias this year.
amazing cutting bed next year.
So we'll keep you apprised of our lettuce and our fall plant, but that's what's going on in the garden here. So
All
thanks for
right.
joining.
Have a good day.